Hello, Child of God podcast. My name is Sanaya Baker Boatwright, and my name meaning is beautiful and exalted by God. I am your one and only host, and it is just a pleasure for real to for God to allow me to be able to do this podcast. So I wanted to first start off with just telling you guys about how all this came about. So, if you know me, you know I have always wanted to do a podcast, and I just never knew, what was going to take place, who was it going to be with, was I going to be by myself, or what even the topic would be, what the podcast is about. And so I started over on, well, first, let me back up. It started with my third book that I published. Have you talked to your father today? Understanding God's glory and the 365-day devotional. So I published this big old Bible of a book, that devotional, and then I did a series on TikTok that was titled Hello Child of God series, and I felt the urge of wanting to continue, the series, but there wasn't no more series because again it was based on that book. And so I asked God about it. I was like, wait a minute, is this the podcast? Next thing you know, I don't know how long from that moment of having that talk with God, but I ended up having a vision, and I seen myself holding a mic and I was speaking, and I was like, I think this is it. So everything started rolling into play, and then probably a couple of days later or a week later, me and a friend was on the phone, my sister. She was like, I seen you holding a mic. And that's when I spilled the beans to her, yeah, I'm actually going to do a podcast. So that's how all that came about. And I'm really super excited, y'all, for y'all to go on this journey with me. Lord knows it has been a journey. I'll probably throw in some clips about just certain things that was going on behind the scenes where it was the enemy was just fighting me on doing this podcast. But anyway, we'll get to that in another scene. I'm a winner, so I could be talking all day, all night, 40 days, 40 nights. But we are going to get into it. The Hello Child of God podcast goal is to uplift you with great encouragement, sharp understanding, and spiritual tools needed to fight, overcome, and win battles of everyday life. We want you to engage in a spiritual journey to discover the presence of God, the true presence of God. Through a mix of personal stories, biblical insights, and deep thinking exercises, you can intensify your faith, find inner peace, and recognize the promises of God as you devote your life to Him. Literally, just think about how great it must feel to obtain an even stronger relationship with Him and an even greater understanding of His glory. I would love to see you tuned in each and every Friday at 7 p.m. Please stay connected by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the bell so you can stay notified. And if you have any prayer requests, please send them to hellochildofgodpodcast@gmail.com.